Black American people making Black Scottish people trend is the funniest thing of the year. Like, I could have never expected this. But anyways, so I posted something about being Black and Scottish yesterday, and I've just woke up to an influx, like so many new followers, like Black American people following me, and I'm just thinking about it and I'm realizing it's kind of funny to me as well, because I feel like maybe I'm bringing another niche to you guys, because I'm also somebody who's obviously Black and Scottish who doesn't have a heavy accent, and I'm not gonna lie, I did lose my accent, and I will only ever speak Scottish or like bring out my accent if I'm speaking to an actual Scottish person. Like, it doesn't come out unless I speak to a Scottish person. But I want to say I find it so funny to see my new following, because I feel like it's kind of nothing new, because as somebody who is a content creator, I feel like I just happen to be Black and Scottish. Like, being Black and Scottish doesn't feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, some of my video deleted. I'm not entirely sure why, but what I do remember saying is, obviously I've had so many new followers overnight. Also, if you're new here, also my new followers are majority Black American, which is obviously very nice to have some recognition, because there's not any kind of representation of Black Scottish people. I don't know why it keeps deleting. Whatever I say, it keeps deleting at this point. But basically what I was saying, something that I find quite interesting is, as a Black Scottish content creator, one thing that I have found is when I create content, I have always just naturally attracted a Black American audience. So this is nothing new compared to like the audience I had before. But I find it so interesting that people tend to assume that I am American, and I don't know, you guys can tell me, do I give like an American vibe, or like, would you guess I was British, would you guess I was Scottish? Another thing I want to say as well, for some reason I have just always failed to attract a British or like Scottish, like especially Black British. I've just never attracted a Black British audience. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I mean, in terms of like success with content creation, it's never really held me back, the fact that I've never had like a British audience. Like, there's so much to share and to reach in the US, but it's just odd to me. Like, what have I done? What am I doing? Is it like, I think it's honestly probably a cultural thing. Okay, I've just been thinking about it for quite a bit, and I think what it will be is a cultural difference. I think, obviously, I want to say this, I am Scottish Caribbean, but Scottish has never really, like, I've never assimilated into Scottish culture, if that makes sense. Like, all of my friends, like, I have had Scottish friends, I do have Scottish friends, but yeah, despite having Scottish friends, like some Scottish friends, I'm telling you right now, majority of my friends have been, like, probably about 90% of my friends have been international for whatever reason. I don't know if I've attracted them or like I gravitate towards them. I guess maybe they've been more relatable to me, but also hence why I lost my accent, because I did have a pretty strong accent when I was a kid. When I listen back on videos of myself, I'm like, I sound so Scottish. And I can't speak Scottish with a Scottish accent around Scottish people, obviously, but yeah, my accent is just all over the place. But let me just say this, when I'm seeing Black Scottish people on my For You page, I'm like, I'm learning something new. Like, where have you been? Do you know what I mean? I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like because I live kind of out of the way, like, there's no community. I've never had a solid community. And do you know what else? I keep seeing a lot of people talk about how, you know, Scottish people, like, they're Caribbean. Where? For all I knew, I was the only one. Like, I have never met, like, have I? No, every time I've had Caribbean friends, but like every time I've had Caribbean friends, they're like, they have moved from the Caribbean, like they're actually Caribbean people, or they have been English Caribbean. So yeah. Yeah, again, I want to say, I feel like I'm also a different niche as well, because I don't have, like, I do have Scottish friends, but I don't have a lot of Scottish friends and Black Scottish friends. So it's just, yeah, interesting to see. But if anybody wants to know about being black and Scottish, because I have talked about being black and Scottish, but any questions, I will answer. Yeah.